Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I hope you're all well out there in YouTube land and keeping yourselves busy. What we're doing. I'll go through the chat first. I am expecting Dale in. I'm not too sure about Scott. Scott's having internet problems. Can everybody hear me okay? And is the video okay? So who have we got in? Ian's in. Nick, hi Nick. Jay. Dr. Bob. Steve Ellis, the first of the many. Mike's in. John PBH. Barry's in. Hi, Barry. Mark. Afternoon, Mark. I'm pleased the parcel arrived okay. Oh, there's Dale. Hi, Dale.
Oh, right. Thanks. Oh, you look.
Just going through the chat.
More colouring. You're going to get fired again.
Where we're up to. Oh, Rich is in. Elaine. Rob. Robert Dolman. Two Meadows Designs.
Run through it while you get ready. You want me to scamper through the
list?
list?
You can do. I'm down to Two Meadows Designs.
Oh heck! Right, okay. Meadows Designs. Two Meadows Designs. Got it. Okay, Two Meadows Designs. Beard 16 is in. Obviously, asking people to give a thumb up. Jay from Wooden Things AU. Georgie Ann Burdett. Hobby Turner. Amy. Barry Fisher. Mark the Gentleman Woodturner, John PBH, and we're down to Mike the Midnight Joker. Cool.
Man, thanks for coming along, guys.
You've still got me on camera. You've still got me on camera, mate.
Oh, still got you on camera. Right, we're scaring everybody. Come on, mouse work. There we are.
Oh, Darkman's in.
Hey, Dark. Yeah, I noticed some new names in there. Thanks for coming along. That's better. Right, so I've got a piece of ash on the lathe. It's around about 12 inches diameter by about 2 inches deep. I'll be doing my usual, a very plain shape on the bottom, and then I'll be using my ebonizing matter on the top with some Joe Sonia paints, and I'm using another silicone pan scrubber to play with the paint.
Jane's gonna love you.
No, she buys them for us.
Really? Very nice of her.
Yeah, she buys them for us to paint with.
Very kind. Paul Lockwood's in the chat. Darkman's wishing everybody a beautiful day. Sorry, go on, please.
Turned it around about 750, just over. Some people ask why I don't do a pull cut when I'm doing this. It's personal preference. I prefer using a push cut.
Darkman's wishing everyone a beautiful and full day of joy. Greg Alexander's in the chat.
Oh yeah.
Steve Young's in the chat. Glenn the Grit is here.
Good afternoon, Glenn.
Glenn, get the P45 ready. Two Meadows Design says, I asked about the Pro Edge a few streams ago. It's arriving tomorrow. Very excited, he says.
Oh, grand. see how we're looking on that. There's one little bit here, but that'll get taken out once a couple of small bits. They'll get taken out once I start shaping the bowl. I'll just get the bottom faced off.
Glenn is saying he posted the P45 yesterday.
Cheers, mate.
His new flamethrower has arrived, so he can now burn heat his work up.
Right.
You have 30 watching, sir.
Right. Who was that looking? Couple of bits here, but that doesn't matter. They'll get done once I do the shaping. I love you to find the pencil. I never find the pencil when I want one. Going to get marked out for my mortise. I think Scott's having internet problems, deal.
Ah, does he know anyone in IT that can help?
I don't know anybody in IT that can help, no.
Obitana says, actually, it's firstly going to melt the silicon out of the bottle caps so I can finish the German smokers. Amy says, don't forget to like the live stream. The Beard 60 says, he can't find it, Mike. Mike says, sent it to Richard Bennett at Facebook at the Beard 16. Defo your account. Oh, they're having a bit of a discussion. I'll leave them be. Does he know, Mark, the gentleman would tell us, said, does he know anyone that's in IT and is cheap?
Good.
I'm sure those are mutually exclusive there, Mark.
Use my small bulldogs just to start doing the mortars.
I work cheap in them in IT. I think correct. It says he'll work for graphic designer. There might be some truth in that. Mark, the gentleman would tell us, and Dale is now Jaffa allergic. I feel that's unlikely. And Glenn says, Mark, what's the swing in your lathe? Mark, can we have that swing and reeling?
The swing on Mark's is about 40 inches.
If it's based on the Axminster that he's got, it's 14 inches and well, about 354, I think, was the measurement mine used to have. I have the long one, but I need to check on the corner and make sure it still works. It might not fit. I think memory serves. Says 14-inch mate, but I can do bigger as I can turn the headstock and I've got the outrigger. Okay, Matt, well, he has a cunning plan to run the grips.
I'm just going to have to put a new wedge on this. I've been using this all morning, so.
Mike, the Midnight Joker says, does it involve turnips, Glenn? Blackadder.
Let's see what that's like.
Richard's in the chat. I found myself whistling the Blackadder theme tune there for a minute there. Yeah, it's very catchy. Depends which Blackadder theme tune it is, really, though. Demo's in the chat. Hey, Demo.
Hi, Demo.
Mark the Gentleman Woodturner says, just don't call me Pop. Mike says his favourite Blackadder has to be the 7 Most Deadly Men. Folks, if you've got a specific question, could you prefix it with question, please? Otherwise, I might miss it. Amy asks, what's your favourite wood to turn, Wayne?
Yew is my favourite wood to turn.
Oh, you like to turn maple?
Even that natural edge piece I did on Friday that fought me all the way, I still enjoyed turning it. Go.
Hoovering in the background. Sorry, he said hovering. John PBA says a nice blank of Dale comes up a treat. Mark the Gentleman Woodturner says, good thing your brother's a comedian, Dale. Boom, boom. I agree. Question from the beard. Is it going to rain today, Wayne?
Not here. At least I hope not. Not after the amount we had bloody yesterday.
And Wayne is that, and then the beard is asking, question, does anyone have any questions? I think he's having a lot of fun with us. Manic Makers in the chat.
Oh, yeah. Bringing the chat down to get caught up. For some reason it was way back.
Mark the Gentleman Woodturner is asking a question. He asks, does Wayne put his trousers on right leg first or left leg first?
Oh God, that was this morning, Mark. I can't remember that far back. Get rid of some of the dust. And get some.
The good person said he's procrastinating. Needs to clean for this afternoon's invasion. Darkman said, Demo thinks Wayne's 60 grit gouge is sexy. Assuming that's what he meant. He says, Uge thinks Wayne's 60 grit gouge is sexy. Okay. Yes, Dark says, Demo.
This is Chestnut Products Spray On Acrylic Sand and Sealer. Dries nice and quick. I'll just wipe off any excess on here. If you are going to use Yorkshire grit over the top of sanding sealer, there's no need to knock the sanding sealer back, because obviously Yorkshire grit isn't abrasive, and that will knock it back anyway.
Question from John PBH. Question: is the beard too long?
The answer to that would have to be no, because if it was too long, I'd trim it.
Demo says your beard is only too long when it gets caught in your spindle turning.
Yeah, and my beard isn't that long to get caught in the spindle turning. Oh, wrong way. Yorkshire grit.
Le Barry, the brow is in the chat.
Hey, Barry.
Question from DIY Dark Matter. Wayne, what is your pirate name? Long John Trousers.
Turn that speed down a bit.
A demo suggests your pirate name is Arthur.
Yeah, pirate name is Arthur. Speed up. One last pass should do it. I'll just get this finished off with some, again, Chestnut Products wood wax, wood wax 22.
Mark the Midnight Gentleman. Mark the Gentleman Woodturner suggests Greybeard the Gouger is your pirate name.
Greybeard the Gouger.
Tommy Dunn's in the chat.
Hey, Tommy.
I might have missed them coming in, but Wivey Woodshed's in the chat.
I'm going to tell if that's Wivey or Wivey.
Wivey? We should probably find out what his real name is. Her real name. A real simple thing suggests that Wivey Woodshed's probably called Steve.
All right, another one. Grand. That's the bottom done.
Wivey's name is Andrew. Hi, Andrew. Good to meet you, mate. And the Beards tells me he's just found his Maple Tree Studios braces under all the stuff on the workbench. Good. Paul Lockwood says there's only one good thing about leaking tin of Lennon oil, and that's just been delivered. Oh, that's just been delivered from Maximus. At least it don't smell awful like Danish oil. Rob CP is giving you a super chat. Hi all, I'm in the background.
Oh, thanks, Rob.
He's got company.
Right, I'll just get this flattened off. Maybe go a bit deeper than that.
The Brow says, "What's a good guy? Customer has come in wanting wire made. Thanks for the live, Wayne."
No problem, Barry. Fancy coming in at this time.
It doesn't work for you. Get some work done.
Some people have got no consideration whatsoever.
None whatsoever. Wayne, what do you really think of the titanium bowl gouge? Is it any better at staying sharp than a regular bowl gouge, or is it just pretty?
It's a lot better. Because people were saying that surely when you sharpen you take the titanium off. Well, you don't really, because the titanium is on the inside of the flute as well. So you've still got a titanium coating actually on the cutting edge. Be sanding this one to 400.
Pete, whereabouts in Bristol are you, mate? Asked Mark, the gentleman woodturner. Used to drive buses there. Pete from Twitter Trees says south just north of Wells Road. Midnight Joker says the titanium coated drill bits certainly hold an edge longer. Dark. Mike the Midnight Joker says, yeah. Mark says I drove out of Hengrove Depot. Oh, down by my local Screwfix, says Pete. DIY says, okay, just wanted to know, been looking at them. Thanks, Wayne, says Darkman.
No bother, Dark. No bother.
Then follows a conversation and you reach Pete. He says titanium gouges last about 30% longer between sharpenings on good wood, 10 to 20% on abrasive wood. Two Meadows Design says sunny down here in Plymouth.
Very nice.
James Pritchard says I've got 3 titanium coated gouges. 2 remain sharp for longer. 1 is hard to sharpen at all.
All right.
Dark says that's a new drill from Wayne's new sponsor, Jet Engine Drills.
No, it's actually, Dark, it's quite an old Black & Decker drill.
Midnight Joker says someone gave me some industrial titanium coated pilot bits, Dark, and I've only had it to sharpen a couple once more, and they drill a fair few holes in mild steel. Mark the gentleman woodturner suggested it's sunny in Bude too.
It's sunny up here at the moment. Makes a big change from the bloody thunderstorms we were having yesterday. With the gale force winds. I must speak to you
sounds like summer. Sounds like summer in Scotland.
Yeah.
Jolly good. Kind of miss it in an odd way.
I'm just going to put the heat gun over this just to get it dried
Davey
off.
says it's cold and horrible in Melbourne, Australia. David Robertson's in the chat and reckons it's sunny in Rosyth.
Yeah, that's done that. Right, I'm just going to knock this back with an orange, I always forget what they call these bloody things, Scotch-Brite type thing. This has got the equivalent grit of 1200, so it'll just take off a wee bit of the sand and sealer that hasn't soaked into the wood.
Colin Roberts is in the chat, reckons it's a bit grey in Kingston.
Alright.
Sunny in Liverpool, reckons Robert Dolman.
Bring my palette up.
And for today's weather forecast here on Wayne the Woodturner's Lunchtime Live, it'll be mostly cloudy with scattered showers, occasional gale force winds.
Yeah.
Those living in the south will find it largely sunny, with an occasional outbreaks of sunshine across the Midlands and over to the east coast. If you live in the colonies, you will find it to be cold and miserable if you live in Melbourne and other areas of Western Australia.
Melbourne's not Western Australia.
I know Melbourne's not Western. I know Melbourne's not. I was desperately trying to think of the next line. I didn't have one. I was going to go with something with Perth, and it dried up, mate. Dried up. Apparently, it's raining in Exmoor. I thought it was national. I thought it was, like a special law that I had to rain in Exmoor. And be foggy. Chestnut?
Yeah. Right. Just get the hot air gun on that. Remember, if you are going to use a hot air gun to dry paint, always start the hot air gun pointing away from the piece you want them to dry. Otherwise, you're going to get dust all over it. And don't apply too much heat. Otherwise, you'll just bubble up either the paint or lacquer, whichever it is you're using.
Question for Wayne. Wayne, do you think the speed sizer is worth the money?
Yeah, because it depends on how many different jaws you've got. If you only use one set of jaws, then maybe not. But if you're using different jaws, I know a lot of people have got more than one chuck, and sometimes they buy chucks from different makers. So yeah, I mean, what is it, 20 quid? I think that's worth the money. Yeah, definitely.
Paul Lockwood is asking, I think saying he thinks Wayne should get sponsors out from Chestnut and that old gritty stuff for all he advertises them.
Well, the channel is supported by Yorkshire Grit. Whether Terry deems that I'm using enough Chestnut products, he may well start supporting me. Just have to wait and see. Right, when you're going to touch something to test if the paint is dry, make sure you touch it in an area that you know you're going to get rid of. It's still a bit tight. Right, I will probably use my three. Oh, should I use the three favourite ones, or should I use three different ones? Decisions. I'll tell you what, I'll use three different ones. I usually use the violet, the gold, and the green. So today I think I'll use the blue, the red, and the turquoise. Just for a change. And for mixing these paints, I use these, where am I? There. Plastic shot glasses from Tesco's.
Have you ever used them for anything other than this?
No. Won't only buy them to mix painting.
It's like those wine glasses we bought one particular barbecue. Thinking, well, some people might want a wine glass to be able to drink from to drink their wine. Of course, no, they just put their wine in pint glasses, just like everybody else. I feel any upcoming Makers barbecue that may or may not be occurring at my house may employ a similar sort of view of wine drinkers' tastes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Just lay out the plastic pint glasses. Boom. There is a considerable conversation about the weather in Australia breaking out. The general opinion is it's a bit cold, and it was.
Well, it is winter.
James Pritchard is asking a very good question. He says,
Yeah.
"What do you call cold?" Having a chunk of the clan live in and around Melbourne, I understand the answer to that, at least from someone from Melbourne's perspective.
Alright then. What should I loosen it off? Yeah, I will loosen it off.
2 degrees C is cold, according to Jay from Wooden Things.
God, that's sunbathing weather up here.
And Amy says, "Aye, lads, it's winter. So what else do we expect?" Ujiga Pivi says, "Think it was around 5 here this afternoon." He says there's Avro, but my impression of my Australian accent is about as good as my Scottish one. Robo says, "I had to laugh the other night because Steve said it was 22 degrees. We can hit 40 in summer." Two Meadow Design says, "Question: do you have a preferred timber for doing this sort of thing on?"
Yeah, either ash or sycamore. Usually the plainer the wood, the better. Unless you want to have some sort of fancy grained wood, or that actually shows up when you take the bowl out of the middle. But usually something fairly plain. Oh, I'm getting these bloody paints mixed up now. This is the thing with these paints. They all come out the same colour. They all come out creamy.
Timmy, do you go on then? Is this what we call a lucky dip today? Or do you reckon you know which one's which?
Yeah, mind you, I am only using 3 colours, so it doesn't really matter in the great scheme of things. The brush just to go on with, and then I'll use the pad to move them about. That's turquoise.
Wait a minute. Us British don't understand centigrade for hot temperatures. We use Fahrenheit. Centigrade is reserved for cold. Eh?
I don't use Fahrenheit, I use centigrade.
The only thing I know about Fahrenheit is it was a movie. Demo says, "I don't mind the cold, can always rug up." DIY Dartmatter says, "White oak would look beautiful done like this."
Right, so here we have the silicon pad. I'm just going to have a bit mess about and just pull this about all over the place and get some nice shadowing effects going.
Amy's asking, question, do you use alcohol inks with wood turning? Sorry if it's a stupid question. She's still learning.
Personally, I haven't, Amy. I've used spirit stains and metallic paints and other types of paints, but I've never used any sort of inks. Right, where am I lacking some blue? I'm lacking some blue over there, so I'll just pop that on.
Midnight. Oh, sorry. I lost my thread now. Red Eye Dave's in the chat.
Hey, Red Eye.
Mark the Midnight. Mark the Gin Won't Tell Us says the hand model is at it again.
Right, looking at that, it looks absolutely bloody useless. Hopeless, not very good. And I can't find my water switcher. Oh, there it is.
Dr. Bob says, I lived in northern Alaska during the Trans-Alaskan Pipeline and Fox. After September, you knew it was cold when the weatherman would say it's 25, raising to a high of 10. Oh, hello. You're cold. John,
yep.
Did you mind?
I didn't like it. So I'm going to take it off and start again. Now, what you, if you do
have the trousers conversation from earlier.
What happens is when you do this, when you take the paint off and start again, as ash has got a lot of soft grain in it, the paint actually sticks in the soft grain. But that just adds to the effect, if you like. You can actually see, I'm sure you can see on the camera that the paint has stuck into the soft grain. So that little experiment didn't work.
Alf Key says our little cold spell is caused by energy companies seeding the clouds because they're losing money. And other conspiracy theories, it's the lack of air travel and cars moving around that's reduced the amount of greenhouse gas in the air. Just saying. DIY Dartmouth says it looks pretty cool, but it messes with the focus.
All right, okay.
John Mooney's in the chat. He says he's late. He'll stay quiet. He's late. He'll stay quiet in the hope that we don't notice. Hobby Turner just came back in. Is that an air fresher that Wayne is using to move the paint around?
No, it's a foam paintbrush.
I think he might mean the scrubbing pad thing.
Oh, right. No, sorry. Who was that? Was that Adrian?
Yep.
Yeah, Adrian. No, it's silicon pot scrubber. That's what it is.
Silicon potty scrubber.
Why is that going full screen?
Steve says that is acting like an embellishing wax because you've rubbed it into the grain.
Yeah.
Mike the Midnight Joker in another comedic conspiracy theory comment says, it's not the energy companies, Alf. It's our alien overlords preparing a more suitable climate for their invasion. I can get behind that, Mike. I reckon episodes of the Tripods are springing to mind.
I can't see what's happening in StreamYard now.
You know, you're still okay.
No.
Your video's fine and all that.
OBS has just gone under full screen.
Okay.
For some reason.
Try pressing, click it. Just click somewhere on the screen and click press F11. See if that reduces it. Any luck?
That's better. Thank you. Right, so I've got what I'll do. I'll give this a quick dry, and then I'll put a different colour over the top of the turquoise. I'll give that a quick dry, and then I'll put a different colour over the top of that.
I'll bail out in 5 minutes. 5 minutes, if it's okay with you, Mr. Wayne.
Yeah, that's fine. No bother.
I need to go and take my antibios and go and have a bio break. Then what Dark Matter says, have to run to the post office. Dark, you need to take a video of you running to the post office. I think that would be hilarious. Beard waving in the wind, various utterances that can't be broadcast. I think it would be quite entertaining. I'll leave the stream running and try to be back before you're finished, Wayne. Hobby Turner says, hi for everyone. I didn't get it. Didn't get earlier. The Brow says, can't be worse when then there's crazy walking round now, Mike. Can't be any worse now than the crazies walking around right now, Mike. My apologies. Hobby Turner is wondering if Wayne wanted the piece to smell as good as it would look, says Adrian.
Where does the red go? The red fell on the floor. I certainly had better luck the last time, or used a better technique the last time when I was using the silicone.
Paul Lockwood asked, one of the bottles of paint fell off the top of the board.
Yeah, I've got it, Paul. Thank you.
Beard 16 is declaring that he can see his workbench. Didn't happen. Pictures or it didn't happen, Beard. Hello. I would change the camera if I were you.
Yeah, I'm going to.
And on that note, sir, I'm going to bail out.
Fine, thanks for dropping.
Pleasure as always, sir. Everyone have a great day. Everyone have a great day and look after yourself. Be well, be safe. Mr. Wayne, I shall catch up with you later. Bye.
No bother. Don't work too hard. Right, I'll just turn the speed down. Turn on the hot air gun. other part of this. Let's see, click on there. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to get organised here so I can see the chat. Oh, lots of them, Pete. Lots and lots of swear words. I don't know if you can see properly, but these creamy parts, these are the parts where the paint hasn't actually dried properly yet. And I don't really want to turn out the bowl part of it until that paint is dry. I might just have a bit dab with a tissue. There we go. Now right on the edge, I've got some overspray onto the bottom, so I'll just take that off with some Scotch-Brite, and that can get re-waxed. And what I'll do, I'll put an edge on this, so at the outside, the very outside, there'll be a small bit of plain wood. Did somebody ask about the colours? Yeah, because of the way these paints are made, because of the way they're made, they really stand out on a dark background. They don't stand out as well on a lighter background. I'll do the ball part starting from about there. Right, just a final finishing cut. Now I'll quickly get it sanded. I'll just be going up to 240 on this. Two Meadows. No, I have used a dark stain underneath, a dark wood stain, but I usually go for black. Now I did just notice when I had the lathe stopped there that I have got just a little bit of tear out just here that I'm going to have to tidy up. So what did I use for that? I'm just going to use my spindle gouge just to tidy up this edge. Oh no, it's gone. It's actually ripped some of the wood away, so I'm going to have to go in a bit further. That's got it. Just give that a quick sand around the edge. Now I'm not going to bother finishing this one to a finish because, to tell you the truth, I'm still not happy with it. So this will be going back onto the lathe and I'll be redoing the paint. I will take some photographs though and put them up on social media just so you can see the paint effect, but I'm not happy with it. I'll take it off, I'll change the camera, I'll come and have a quick chat before we shoot off. All right then. Oh, there's my ugly mug once more. Oh, Eva's in. Hi, Eva. And Steve. Hey, Steve. Right, I'll hold it up to the camera, Paul. So that's it. The bit I don't like is the overall paint effect. I'm not happy with it. It didn't turn out the way that I wanted it to. So what I'll do, I'll just level it back off. Like I say, I will take photographs. I'm not afraid to put it up on social media. I will take photographs and put it up. But on a personal note, I'm not that happy with it. I'm trying to show it so it's not getting any glare. There you go. I think that's it. It might be just me. It might be the colours that I've used, because I don't usually use the reds, the blues, and the turquoises. I usually use the violets, the greens, and the golds. Well, thanks, Nick. That's fine, Adrian. Thanks, Jake. No, Steve, I didn't do it with the airline. I used a foam brush. I initially used a silicone pan scrubber, but the effect I was looking for didn't turn out very well this time. Not as good as it did the last time. So I cleaned all that paint off and started again. And the effect that's on there now is a foam paint brush and a little bit with the silicone pot scrubber. That's something I need more practice with. I think the first time I used it, I think I just struck lucky that it turned out the way it did. BB, the shine is just from the paint. I'm not putting the finish on because, like I've said, I'm not happy with the paint that's on there. So I'm going to take that back. Like I said, I will take photographs first, but I'm going to take it back and redo the paint. That's what I'm going to do. Well, thanks, James. Like I said, the thing with this type of thing, I mean, Leona was saying the other day that the sign she made for her new workshop, which is her logo, which she did with resin. She said she wasn't very happy with that. And to tell you the truth, I couldn't see anything wrong with it. I thought it looked very good. Yes, Amy, you can water down the paints. You can either use water, but if you use water, it takes away from the strength of the colour, or you can use flow medium. You can use flow medium. You don't necessarily have to use the Joe Sonia flow medium. You can buy flow medium from paint shops. But I got sent this with the last order I put in, so oh, thanks, Pete. See, Steve said Leona's piece was very nice, and a lot of you said that this piece is very nice. It's a personal thing. It really is. I don't know where you can get them from either. Right, guys, that's it. It's gone 2:10 here. So I will bid you farewell. Have a great day for those of you over in the States. Have a great afternoon for those of you here in Europe. And have a nice evening for those of you down in Australia. Nice to have you in here. I really do appreciate you coming in to watch my antics. Brent, yes, I would put lacquer. Well, it really all depends. I could put lacquer over it, or I could just finish it with the wax. With my painted stuff, I do tend to finish with a lacquer, and then maybe put a final wax coat over the top of the lacquer. Right, guys, I'm away. I will see you on Wednesday. I've got quite a big piece of ash burr that I'm thinking about doing on Wednesday. Not very sure which lathe I'm going to mount it on yet. I'll have to get it out of the car and have a look at it. So I'll see you soon, guys. Again, thanks a lot for popping in. I've had a nice afternoon or a nice hour or so messing about. Take care, everybody.